Well, we're having fun right now. Wyatt's doing homework and goofing off playing ukulele, which he's actually pretty good at. And we are trying to cross next to the Yellow Bank. We're going back to the Exumas, and we hope to be there, I don't know, 1 or 2 o'clock. But right now we're going through a bunch of coral heads, so we're having to pay attention. I don't know if they'll show up any on camera. You can see all the rocks in the water. With the wind scheduled to pick up, we needed to find somewhere we could get shelter from the north winds. We didn't like what we found at Norman's Key, so we pushed south a little bit further to Elbow. Just inside the Exumas Land and Sea Park, we're at Elbow Key, which is a very small rocky island that runs east-west, so it provides some north protection, and it looks like it'd probably be okay in northeast as well. Everything else is terrible, so any west component to the wind and you get wrap around the island that is so ridiculously severe that if you like sleep, don't come here, except in a dead out of the north and or northeast. But so we're going to pick up soon. I think we're going to head out of the park today and get all the way down to Staniel. If not Staniel, maybe Sampson, just north of it. But we want to get out of the park so we can spear and fish, and we can't do that right now. It's a little rough out, just because the wind's behind us, and I don't have the pole out on the jib. But we are sailing. We're getting about 12 knots of wind from behind right now, so it's probably higher. I think we were on a beam reach a little bit ago and we were getting 17, 18. It was a good sailing day that took us down to Staniel, but there were too many boats there for our comfort, so we backed up to Sampson Key. All right, we're at not big majors, not little majors, Sampson Key, and that's good. Why you ain't going no further. And we're taking the dog to walk on this sand bar. Alright, we're here at Sampson. Well, this is not Sampson, the other island is. Can't actually get on Sampson because it's privatized by the billionaire that owns it. But we're just walking the dog, letting the kids run around. That's Wyatt, and then our buddy boat's son, Matthew. They're running around having a good time. The wind started to shift a little southeast, and so we need to move the boat, and so we're going to go down to big majors. I think Wyatt just found a sea harp. That's pretty cool. We'll post the story on what that means. Yeah, so we're going to move by big majors and Staniel Key. Since we're going to get rocked around anyway, we might as well be close to some sort of civilization. And then I think if not tomorrow, the next day, that would be like Tuesday or Wednesday, we would head down to Farmers, and then from Farmers we're going to jump back to the Exumas Sound, basically the deep water, and sail down to Georgetown and finally make it to Georgetown here in the Exumas. Wyatt found his own sea heart. We were gifted a sea heart by Northern Goose, and when we left them in St. Mary's, but now we have found our own, so now we can gift some sea hearts to other people. It was a short jump from where we were at Sampson to Staniel, and then we could get some fuel and look at getting groceries. Oh, my hair looks good. Probably doesn't. We're going to some grocery store here on Staniel. I think it's the blue store. Maybe it's the pink one. I don't know. But We have a crew of 3 boats coming. Sea Paws, Voyager, and obviously the Ventolines. So, not bad. And tomorrow we're gonna hit the Thunderball Grotto, and who knows what else. Thank you. There are a few places in the Exumas before Georgetown to get groceries and fuel, and Staniel Key is one of those. There are essentially 2 grocery stores, the blue store and the pink store. You'll also find fuel at the marina and vacation cottages. A few stray dogs, and then some sharks that you can feed at the marina. Everywhere we go, we pick up these stray dogs. They like hanging out with us. You gonna swim with them? Why not? I think they'll clean your feet. They do that foot pedicure. They just take it right off. No, they won't. The next morning we swam the grotto, which is essentially a sea cave at one of the anchorages. It's an interesting experience, but we recommend going at high tide to avoid the crowd. High slack tide is preferable since there is some current that whips through you. We didn't stay long, and soon it was time to swim back to the boat, pick up anchor, and head out.